416, 20 years Department of Corrections, followed by 10 years sexual predator probation, to be run concurrent with 202445. Standard fines and cost, no contact with the victims, must register immediately upon release. Early termination for probation after 5 years may be available, and he has to have GPS monitoring during the period of probation.
Your Honor, we have spoken with the victims. They are in agreement with this plea. They're actually present today.
Your Honor, we would ask that he would be adjudicated, and we waive the precedence investigation. My approach, Your Honor. Oh, yes, sir, I'm sorry.
And Your Honor, just to be clear, we're asking that that's the standard of no contact with the victim or the victim's family.
On both the charges?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I apologize, Your Honor.
You put on here or victims' families.
Yes, sir.
Want
Your
to
Honor,
be
I'll have to file the
precise.
score sheet. I'm sorry, I didn't anticipate.
Do you know what the minimum is?
The minimum, or, well, the maximum, Your Honor, would be the 60 years.
Right. Not sure what the minimum.
Right.
Mr. Hughes, would you please raise your right hand, sir? You swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You heard your attorney state the terms of the plea agreement, and I see that those same terms are contained in the plea and sentencing agreement, the written plea and sentencing agreement that appears to have your signature. And I assume you signed this?
Yes, sir.
And have you gone over this plea and sentencing agreement and the terms of it in detail with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
And you understand that by entering into this plea agreement here today, you're waiving some valuable legal rights, the rights to go to a trial, the right to contest this, the right to have the state prove their case beyond every reasonable doubt. You're waiving the right in most circumstances to appeal it. There are some limited situations, but for the most part, you're limiting the right to an appeal. Have you had all those legal and any other legal questions you have answered by your attorney? Make sure you understand the full terms of this plea agreement.
I don't understand everything, but I understand some of it.
You better understand all of it or I ain't gonna accept it,
I don't understand the probation part.
okay? You don't understand the probation, okay? What don't you understand? That you've got, after the 20 years, DOC with credit for time served, it's followed that by 10 years of sexual predator probation. Is that what you don't understand, what that designation means as far as that type of probation?
Yes, sir.
What are the criteria of the sexual predator probation that,
I can do it, or I can let probation parole, but basically, Your Honor, there are restrictions upon where he can
let
live?
them do it. You would rather have the state do it, or? I'm putting, Ms. Bossow's putting you on the spot.
I can do it.
We just want to make sure this defendant wants to make sure he's clear what he's pleading to here today. I want to make sure he's clear too.
Well, it'll be actually you said sexual predator, didn't you?
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay. There won't be any specific other things on him. Of course, he'd have to register as such. There will be GPS. Would ask be $1 a day. In 20 years, I don't know what GPS will entail, but we would still ask that it be $1 a day. We'd ask that his supervision fees be waived and deal with everything else.
The main thing is the GPS is a big, and the designation itself, which,
And restrictions on where he can live, I believe.
restricting where he can live and restrictions on who he can have contact with.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's
And have you gone over that with him,
We
Mr.?
talked about that, yes.
Are you clear about what the restrictions are, who you can be around?
Yeah, but I didn't know about the registration stuff, like they said, how many times you got to register, or, that's what I didn't understand.
Do you understand it now?
For the most part, yes, sir.
What don't you understand? I don't want it to be for the most part. It's not a close call. This is
No,
all
what I'm saying is,
around.
I mean, like I've heard people say, you got to register your address once a month or once a year or twice a decade? I mean, that's what I'm saying, I didn't
Well,
know.
let me ask the question.
Yeah, that's what I was
Once
trying
every
to.
6 months, he has to register.
Okay.
However, if he moves from one address to the other, you can't wait. If you moved in month 2, you can't wait till the 6th month. He has to go register that within 48 hours.
Does
Okay.
that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any other questions regarding this plea agreement and what the terms of it are? I don't want anything because either we deal with it now or we'll deal with it later. I'd rather deal with it now. Because you got freedom. You don't have to enter into this. We can clear everything up here today. It's important that you enter into this knowingly and freely.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's forcing you to do this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask you that. Did anybody coerce you to get you to enter into this plea here today? Anybody promise you anything other than what's contained in the agreement? And why are you entering into this plea here today? It's obviously a serious plea.
Well, I just think it's the right thing to do at the time.
Is there a factual basis for this plea?
Stipulate.
Yes, Your Honor, there is one clarification I don't want to be clear on. As a sexual predator, it's actually a 4 times a year registration instead of 2, sir.
Okay. Does that change your position? Okay,
Your Honor, the state is not aware of any DNA evidence that would exonerate the defendant.
okay, thank you. Very good. Mr. Hughes, based upon your testimony here today and the written plea and sentencing agreement, the court will accept your plea. No contest. There'll be an adjudication of guilt on both counts, and you will be sentenced to 20 years in the Department of Corrections, followed by 10 years sexual predator probation. And both of these cases will be run concurrent. That means they'll be run at the same time. They're not stacked on top of one another. So it's a total of 20 years, credit for time served, followed by the 10 years of sexual predator probation. There will be, importantly, no contact with the victims or with the victim's family, okay? It's one-sided contact. Even if somebody tries to contact you, you're in violation. And trust me when I tell you, if you violate that one, those are the kind of violations that probably don't get a second chance. So if you're out on probation, don't violate that. So no contact with victims. Do you understand that? Okay. And you must register immediately upon your release. Correct? Yes. Any questions concerning any of this in your plea here today? Okay. Thank you very much. We'll expect
Take care about the closed business, Your Honor.
There you go.
Your Honor, I have 2 pleas that I can submit to the court this morning or this afternoon, Mr. Harris and Ms. Stiverson.
Okay.
Mr. Harris first.